In this video, we will look at the first 5 settings that you should review and change on your OM-1 Mark II as well as Mark I. Press the menu to get into the menus. The first option is the file format we save in. I set it to RAW. If you need the JPEG, you can also set it to superfine compression JPEG and RAW. The next option is on the gear menu, and we'll move to that. Info settings. We go into info settings, pick the panel you want to use, the right arrow to get into the options, and make sure silent operation is enabled. Once this is enabled, it allows you to tap and change the ISO, shutter speed, and aperture at the back of your LCD screen. Let's move out of this menu. The next is info by half pressing the shutter release. We go into that by pressing the OK button and make sure this is off. Now what this will do is when you half press the shutter button, you will have absolutely no distractions, no information on the EVF, and therefore your composition will be spot on. Instead of having all the distracting elements, you will have a clear screen as you would in earlier DSLRs. So this is the normal screen that you would see in the EVF or your back LCD. Now if I half press the shutter button, everything is removed. You only see the frame that you want to shoot. Let's move on to the next one. The file name in the wrench menu, make sure this is auto. If this is set to reset, which is the default, you might overwrite files when importing because the file naming would be reset every time you format a SD card. Okay, the next option, eye sensor settings. Go into this, and the second option here, shooting screen, is selected. The default is maintain screen. What this will do when set to shooting screen, for example, if you're looking at an image you just shot and a subject passes across you, the moment you get the camera to your eye, the EVF will switch to the shooting mode. By default, you will continue to see the image that you were viewing earlier. Setting this to shooting screen will make sure that you do not miss the shot. And there is one other bonus setting which I find extremely useful, is MF clutch on the AF menu. Most of the pro lenses have the MF clutch, a clutch to switch to the manual mode. Now this can actually be activated just by pulling your camera out of a bag or even rubbing into something. So I always set this to inoperative. That's it for now. Have fun till the next one.